Hello everyone, welcome back on another video on getting started with MATLAB Simulink. In this video, we are going to learn about the repeating sequence and the repeating sequence interpolated and what to choose for the continuous and discrete operation, whether we have to choose the repeating sequence and the repeating sequence interpolated for the continuous and discrete operations. So, what is the repeating sequence? So, the basic example of the repeating sequence that it will gives the output as the repeating values. Okay, so for examples, if we have chosen the waveform like 0, the triangular waveform, it will repeat forever. So for the time t1, we have given the 0 to 1, and this sequence will be repeat forever. So this is called the repeating sequence, and the same thing will be happening at the repeating sequence interpolated. But the major difference is that where to use these blocks and how to use these blocks and what to initialize and how to initialize the parameter inside these blocks. So if you haven't subscribed my channel, please go and subscribe the channel. So the repeating sequence interpolated gives the output a periodic discrete time sequence, and it will gives the output as a vector of time values and a vector of output values. So we have to initialize the vector of output values and a vector of time values, and based upon the vector of output values and vector of time values parameters, it will provide the periodic discrete time sequence, and it will provide the data points between the data points, and the block uses the method you specified for the lookup method, and it will based upon the lookup method it will determine the output. Okay, so what is the repeating sequence? So a repeating sequence provides the output as a periodic scalar signals, and it will give the waveform whatever you have specified using the time values and the output values parameter, and this time values and output values should be in a vector form. So how this should be? Okay, so this is the repeating sequence block, and this is the repeating sequence interpolated blocks. Okay, so when you double click on this one, you will get this kind of window will be pop up, and you can see that it will use the parameter of the time values and the output values. So when you have specified the time is 0 to 1 and output is 0 1, so what will be the output? Okay, so for example, this is the 0 and this is the time axis and this is the magnitude. Okay, so for the example, from 0 to 1 second, the output will be triangular, and again it will be repeated forever. Okay, but in the repeating sequence interpolated, you have given the output, for example, 1 1 2 2 3 4 and 5. This is the output values, and the time values will be 0 0.1 0.4 0.5 0.6 0.7 0.8, and the basic method is that there is no sample time is given, and you can see that here the sample time is given. So based upon the samples time, you can choose this for the discrete time operations, where when you are using the continuous domain, this can be used at the continuous time operations. So when you are using this and the lookup method, you have used the interpolation use and values. So in this case, what happens from the time 0 to 0.1, it will give the output. So this is the time 0 to 0.1, and it will give the output as 1, and 1 to and 0.1 to 0.4 is the 0.1, and this is the 0.4. It will give the output to 0 from 1 to 2, and 0.4 to 0.5. Okay, so this is the 2 and this is the 2, 0.4 to 0.5, and it will be remain as 2, and again depending upon the values, time values and the output values, the output will be changing, and it will be changing, and it will repeat forever. This sequence will be repeated forever after completion of these time values. Okay, so this we will understand with the MATLAB Simulink, and we will open the MATLAB Simulink block, and we will see how the waveform will be looking there. Okay, so this is the MATLAB Simulink block for the repeating sequence and the repeating sequence interpolated, and these are the terminator blocks, and this is the scope. Okay, so this is the dashboard scopes, and this is the normal scopes. Okay, so we'll open this block, and you can see the time value is 0 1 and output value is 0 1. And we'll open this block, and you can see we have given the sample time is 0.1 and the vector time and the value vector of the output values. Now we will run the simulations and we will get to know how the output will be looks like. So you can see that at 0 to 0.1 your input is changing for the repeating sequence, okay, and it is repeated forever. And for the repeating sequence interpolated, whatever values we have given, it will be following the same pattern, and it is repeated forever. So now what we will do, we will change the vector, output vector 0 and 1, and the output time also we will change 0 and 1, and we will apply, and we will run the simulation again. So you can see that the basic difference between these two are, one is the sample based and another one is the scalar based, and we will compare both results. And you can see that this is the sample based, and this is the yellow one is the scalar based. This is the repeating sequence, and this result is for repeating sequence interpolated. So you can see it is giving the sample based output. So this is used basically for the discrete time model, and you can use it for discrete time model, and this can be used for the continuous time model. So hope you understood this difference between these repeating sequence and the repeating sequence interpolated. Uh, so if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. For my channel, you can go to the control knowledge, and there you will get the videos regarding the MATLAB Simulink and DSP controllers and power electronics and many more. Just click on this controllers knowledge and you will get more detail on that. Okay, thank you very much.